We are now live on the Wade's Ventures YouTube channel. What is going on, guys? Already 32 people watching. We are now live on the Wade's Ventures. Oops, sorry, guys. That was a rookie mistake. All right, let me start over. Todd, my man, go ahead and give me the drum roll, please. We're now live on the Wade's Ventures YouTube channel again. Now that I muted my other screen, so those of you who just joined, you have to have another screen open to see chat. And that's why, if you ever hear that, it's because the creators have another screen open so they can see you guys talk. So guys, welcome in. Let me say hello to some people in chat. We already gave away our guest, but I have a special beginning of this video that's going to happen that's never happened on the Wade's Ventures YouTube channel before. And it's going to be on my tablet, so you guys will not want to miss this. Let me say hello to some people in chat. So we have Hickory, Rusty Raccoon, Moonlight, Moolah. What's going on? Closet, what's going on? Joanna, how are you? Sandhill Treasures. That is a really cool name. I love cool names. Resell, what's going on? Barry, the best Santa, the most famous Santa in all the land. What's going on? We have Flippin Hustler. He's always in chat. Welcome in, Flippin Hustler.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
There's going to be a lot of firsts, Todd. A lot of firsts in this video, and I can't wait. Cindy, what's going on? Beth, what is going on? So, excuse me, guys. I got this little chest thing going on. I don't know if I'm getting sick or not. But so Beth messaged me and had to have this guest on. And so we definitely are going to make that happen tonight. We have the Good Stuff, which, guys, he is in Australia. I think went full time, right? So congratulations to you, my man. Go check out his YouTube channel. All right, so let's get into this. We are already 2 minutes deep in this show, and I've got something special for you guys. We have, oh, what? Can't say my name? Oh, what? I thought I already shouted you out. Thrifty Dad, what's going on? Marla, what's going on? Gina, what's going on? Michelle, what's going on? All right, so those of you who don't know, we have a famous guest on tonight. We have a very famous guest on tonight. I'm really proud to have him on because he has been in the chat. He is a part of the family, a part of this community, has really cool people around him that talks to him nightly. He's always in other shows, always a guest in other shows. And he's famous on another level too. Not only is he a reseller, but he's sold millions of albums as well, guys. Famous guy, not only in the reselling community, but also in the music industry. And I'm going to show you guys right now who our special guest is tonight. And without further ado, let me show you guys right now. Ready? Now, before I do, guess who this individual may be. Are you ready? Let me turn on my...
Welcome to WatchMojo.com. Down our picks for the top 10 favorites and their most commercial. Unlike the B-side, can't help falling in
We even have commentary, guys.
Loose suede shoes.
But it's one for the money, two for the show, three to get ready.
Todd, is that you?
It is me. I was reincarnated.
Todd, do you mind doing a little impersonation? Do you have a little vocal in you?
I don't know. What do you want to hear?
What do you let's actually let the people decide. Guys, what kind of, do you know a lot of, I'm assuming you know a lot of the songs.
I do, yeah.
What Elvis song would you like Todd to sing for us tonight, guys? What Elvis song would you like? Let me know. Gina, do you have a famous Elvis song? Anybody have an, there's always a delay. What's going on, Beer Picker? How are you? All right, let's do, what's one of his most famous songs? I can't remember. So Blue Suede Shoes, obviously that was big. But what's
I'll tell you what. I'll do a song called Love Me. And he put this one out in, I believe it was 56 or 57. Something like that. Excuse me, it goes like this. Treat Me like a fool, treat me mean and cruel, but love me, break my faithful heart, tear it all apart, but love me. Yeah.
Treats me like a fool. A fool. Todd, you are amazing. You are amazing. Everybody's saying, look at him flipping mama, the mama of the reselling community. She's using a lot of exclamation points. That means that was good. Oh my God. And by the way, before we start the show, you must be really, really good luck here, my man, because your boy Wade just got an $80 offer. An $80 offer.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so let me show you guys, just so you know I'm not full of baloney here. $80 offer.
What is that?
Yeah, we're definitely going to accept that offer, right, Todd?
What are they?
Oh, I just sold a pair of Nike shoes, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Obviously, you're good luck, though, because that's a nice little way to start off the show, my man. So, okay, guys,
Sure.
So that being said, everybody that's here, you guys know the drill. Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, we invite really cool guests within our community to join us. And, Todd has been in my channel for a very long time. He's been in chat, but more importantly, a lot of people like Beth and Valerie wanted him to come live, and he wanted to come on live. And so that being said, if you have really cool YouTubers, or even not YouTubers, not even if they're on social media, and you want them to come on the show, reach out to me. And because I love discovering really cool people, and Todd is one of those. And we're going to be putting his YouTube channel in chat. He's already famous on YouTube, guys. So go subscribe to his YouTube channel. Please let me know what number subscriber you are so I can shout you guys out. And we'll be doing that periodically. So if you guys subscribe to him, let me know what subscriber number you are so I can shout you out. But Todd's got really cool content. I've already seen 2 videos of him working in the basement, and they're inspirational because I need to do more work listing on eBay. And so we're going to get into that. And I do see everybody in chat. Sorry if I miss your comments. If you have any questions for me or Todd, put a bunch of question marks, and go subscribe to him. Connie, number 346, the love is going to start. Todd, the love is going to start. And then also the last thing is you guys can cross promote. As long as it's not spammy, you can cross promote all you want with your Poshmark name, your YouTube name, your Instagram name, your name, whatever you guys want to do to promote within this show, you can. And we've got a lot of cool questions for Todd, and I'm going to get into it right now. But that being said, thanks for coming. So let's get started. So Todd, first of all, tell me, my man, by the way, we talked a little bit before the show, Todd, and I was like, you look more fit than I am. And your boy Wade just started the keto diet, day 1. So I don't get too much of a praise yet. But day 1 of the keto diet, what is your secret for staying so fit and beautiful?
You know what's in the genes? My grandma, she looked great. My mom is 75, and people think she looks 60, maybe 55 even. It's a genes thing, I think. It's nothing lucky. And, clean living. I'm trying to quit smoking, which is a good thing. Yeah, I don't drink. No, we'll get into the story here. But, yeah, I don't do much. I just stay low.
Well, so you basically, I myself am trying to get a little healthy, and started the keto diet today, like I said, and it's interesting. It's normally I'd go for a Big Mac. Instead, I only ate twice today instead of eating 6 times. So I'll keep you guys updated, do Insta stories, let you know how much weight I've lost. But so Todd, we talked a little bit about this before, but throughout the show, guys, I want you guys to bug him as much as you can to try to get him to go to eBay Open 2019. I know it's early, but Gina, Beth, everybody that's possibly going, maybe Elma, I don't know if you're going, Bearded Picker, everybody, let's try to get Todd to go to eBay Open 2019 throughout the show. Let's just give him love because he can see chat. But Todd, tell me, where are you living in the world of the United States? Where are you at? I like to ask this question because I want to get the lay of the land. Where are you thrifting at?
Okay, I am in Minnesota, on the westernmost part of Minnesota. I am actually about 22 miles from the North Dakota border, which would be Fargo, North Dakota. So that's where I'm at, and I'm about right around 100 miles south of Canada. But I'm a transplant. I moved up here in 2001.
Um,
I'm originally.
so,
Go ahead.
so did you see a lot of moose in Canada?
I've never been to Canada. Haven't crossed that border.
Haven't?
But no.
Okay.
Actually, I'm getting my passport here directly because I do have to go on a Mexico trip in January.
Nice. Are you going to get? Do you need sun, Todd, or where are we going to Mexico for?
My wife, actually, this is the second trip that our company's tried to give us. Last year, we were supposed to go to Jamaica. We turned it down just because the state of the world was crazy, man, and I just didn't want to be that far away from my family. But this time, we're going to just try not to think about everything going on and just go and enjoy 4 days in Mexico, all inclusive. We're not going to go you're not going to rent a car and go sightseeing because it's just crazy out here. But we're looking forward to that. So,
yeah, it's, oh man, what I would give right now to put my toes in sand and be on a beach drinking some really awesome drink out of a pineapple or something, or coconut. So I think that's really, really cool. People need a refresher. Like when you do reselling or any job full time, you need that break. And I know it's only 4 days, but man, it does help. It's the world. Now, are you just you and the wife? No. Now, do we have any kids? Do we have any famous kids?
Well, I've got 2 kids. I've got an older daughter. She's 21 years old. She lives down in Colorado. And I have Caroline, and you guys have all seen Caroline. She's 8. She'll be turning 9 here in 15 days. Same day as her mom. My wife and my daughter, they're born on the same day. So it's pretty cool.
Wow. What's the odds of that?
1,000,000 to 1.
Wow. Is there anybody in chat that has ever heard of that before, where it's the son and father or the mom and daughter share the same day for the birthday? That is crazy. Did you guys do like in the delivery room, did you give her a cake and celebrate, or was that like maybe a day after?
That was all blurs, a whole lot of screaming going on. So, yeah.
Todd, you are amazing. I can see why people love you. And make sure you guys throughout the show subscribe to Todd. I'll put his link in chat. So you are now full time, pretty much,
yes,
right?
Sir. Pretty much. I mean, yeah.
And how are you enjoying the full time living of a reseller?
Can I backtrack all the way to the beginning, Wade?
Please do. First of all, before we backtrack, but also tell me when you found out about eBay. I want to know the exact moment that you knew you could sell stuff on eBay.
Okay, well, I really discovered eBay back in 2006. I had a limousine company up here, and I sold my limousine on eBay. Okay. But that was one transaction, one thing. I don't even know how I did it, actually. But fast forward to 3 years ago, now I have to backtrack even more, Wade. I've got my notes here, and I don't know where to go, buddy. I started my store on December 5th, 2016. I currently have 700 plus items. I ship 3 to 5 a day. Just trying to cover the basics. Okay, so when I was 21, I started my very first company, and it was called Insatiable Bodies. Okay, it was an exotic dancing company. Yeah, I did that.
Todd, one second. We got to spend a little more time on this portion. Todd, this is what makes these videos great. Yeah. You've seen it. We've had turtles on here that's got excited. We've had a lot of stuff happen on this show. I'm trying to think of all of it, but so yeah, we got to spend a little more time on this. So that isn't first of all, that's a crazy business to start as your first business. That's awesome. So yeah. Were you a dancer at that point?
I was not a dancer, no, but the gal that I had been seeing for a long time, she was a dancer, and we decided, you know what, let's keep the money in-house. Let's just do it. And so we did. And at that time, I didn't know anything about being a businessman. I thought all I needed was, you know, a quarter Von briefcase, some matching suspenders and tie set, and just go get it. And I did, you know, but it wasn't the most professional. So that was about a year. And then when I was 28, I started a company called Infinity Gold Plating. Now remember, I was born and raised in Colorado. Back in the late 80s, early 90s, gold was very prevalent on Toyotas, a lot of cars, plus custom cars. So I had a gold plating machine. I would drive around to car washes where I knew there was going to be lowriders and other cars, and I would just walk up to people and be like, hey, how you doing, man? My name's Todd. This is what I do, blah, 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 blah. And that's how I got my business going. And then I walked up to this big old scary guy in this lowrider that was going like this, big scary looking dude. I walked up to him like, what's up, uncle? How you doing? He was my uncle. And he's like, yeah, Hito, why don't you come on over to the body shop? So he had a body shop called Candyland. So then I just spent my days over at Candyland gold plating cars. So that was, I was like 28 back then. And then I moved up here and tried to get the Infinity Gold Plating going up here, but it didn't fly because it's North Dakota. So then I worked, I got into radio advertising, did a lot of commercials, sold a lot of advertising. Then I started my limousine company in 2004, and that was called Mr. First Class Limousine. I had that from 2004 to 2006. I had a 1998 Cadillac Coupe de Ville stretched. Oh, I'm sick. I sold that because it wasn't quite big enough. I thought living up in Fargo, being that it's so small, I could have a small car. I needed a bigger car. So I sold it, saved some more money, and I bought a party bus, a 14-passenger party bus. And I called it MFC Party Bus. And I ran that from 07 to 2014. Now, mind you, I was still working a full-time job. You know, I'd be working at Men's Warehouse, and then I'd go do a bus run all night. Or I'd put in 12 hours selling cars or being the finance manager, and then I'd go do a 6-hour bachelorette party. And it was fun, but it got to a point where I no longer wanted to contribute to that part of society to help people go from really, really nice to really, really stupid, you know, really, really fast. It was bad on the soul, you know, it really was. So that was that. I was very successful selling cars. People like me because I treat people like family. You know, I tell people, don't buy that car. Don't buy it. I wouldn't sell it to my mom. You know, I was straight up. And then one day they came to me and said, the boss said, hey, Todd, you know, we need you to step up your game. And I was like, are you kidding me, dude? Seriously, have you read the reviews? Did you look at Google? Okay, well, I'll tell you what. I'm out of here. Goodbye. And I rolled without a plan. Without a plan, I rolled after 4 years, right? Well, because I believed in myself so strongly that there was a hindrance. You know, I believed that I could do it on my own. So I did. So I left with $300. I started a detail company, and I didn't look back. I crushed it. I was knocking out 3-4 cars a week, and it hurt near killed me because I was working just nonstop rock stars, just working. And then November rolled around. It started to snow, slowed down. I said, what am I going to do to make cash? Hence eBay. Well, at that point, right around there, I had been watching Casey and you and all the Rake-In, the big guys, all the big guys, you know, because I think that's where all the little guys like me start. They watch the big guys and get inspired. And they say, hey, if they can do it, I can too. And that's what I did. So December 5th, that was that. And that's my story.
Oh, man. You
Did you breathe?
You got an interesting life. You have an interesting.
Oh,
I feel like you and Flippin Daily would have a really good time together for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let me know, Flippin Daily. You guys would have a good time together. That is crazy. Now I can just see you. I can see you spraying on gold trim on cars.
It was actually electroplating, man. It was a pretty intense process.
Yeah, that is crazy. And do you ever look back and just like reminisce on the times you had? I mean, it sounds like you've had some pretty wild times.
Absolutely. There's more. Like I said, I'm 45 years old, so I've been around the block. In my 20s, I was a tow truck driver for about 5 years in Colorado. And I was the guy that shut down I-70, I-25. I flipped over cars. You know, we had the city of Denver contract. So anything that happened police-wise, I was there, and I worked overnights. So talk about stories. Yeah, it's pretty fun.
So tell me, like, eBay is exciting, but it's not as exciting as those other businesses. What do you like about doing? What do you like about selling full time on eBay? Like, what's I, I I mean, pardon me, but if I was doing those, if I had those businesses and that lifestyle at that point, that was pretty that was a high note, and a high note in the sense that there's a lot going on that is unpredictable, and then you
Yep.
go to eBay and it's really like the same thing daily, right? You list, you take pictures, you put it online. So what do you like about eBay? What makes you enjoy it full time?
Okay, what I really enjoy is learning something and then going out in the real world and applying it. So I'll learn about whatever, some kind of cast iron pan. What's that one called? It's can't remember the name now, but it's a cast iron pan I learned about, and I'm on the search for one now, and I'll find one. But just, being able to look at something and know what it is, but a lot of the times I don't know. I just have a feeling, and I'll buy it. Like a John Deere leather jacket. How do you say no? So the thrill of the hunt, the satisfaction of looking at my pictures and saying, you know what, good job, Todd. That looks better than it did before. Hearing that cha-ching, hearing my wife's cha-ching. She has her phone cha-chinging, and so when she's at work, it cha-chings, and all her employees, because she runs 2 stores, has over 30 employees, and they're like, what was that? She's like, oh yeah, we're making money.
Tell me a little bit about the wife. You got me intrigued now.
Yeah,
So
she's awesome.
guys, do you run your store and she runs hers, or do you run just 2 stores and you guys kind of do it together?
No, she doesn't have an eBay store. I mean, a real physical store. There's a company up here called PetroServe USA. They're a large chain, or not a large chain, but they're a chain of convenience stores, gas stations, and so forth. Well, she has 2 that she operates with employees, and that's why she's not here right now. Because she went in at 5 this morning. Someone called in, and she covers it. She handles it.
That's awesome.
But yeah, she's 9 years and 8 months my junior. She was 21 when I met her, and I was pretty near 30.
Todd. Hey, you're not just a good eBay seller. You are a good person. That's why. So tell me a little bit about the process. Like what, and we'll get into the nuts and bolts here. But I'm curious, like when she's home, what type of stuff does she do to help you with the eBay store?
Stays out of the way. She focuses on being a mom, taking care of the house. And I'm sure all you guys that work from home, you help your wife, right? That's very important. And just like if my wife was here every day, even though she was working every day, I would expect her to try and do this, and this if you can. But there's some days I don't get the dishes done. It happens. But I think that man, woman, doesn't matter. You got to pick up the slack for your significant other, because we're a team. We're Team Rendon, and we literally we text that to each other. Go Team Rendon. Have a Rendon day, because that stands for greatness. Have a great day. Have a Rendon day. And so when I'm down, she builds me up, and vice versa. But the eBay thing, it's not her thing. She's so focused on her job, and this is my deal.
It's always fascinating for me to kind of find out like what your spouses do. That helps you with the eBay business, especially if you're full time. I think that's really, really cool. And so tell me like a day in the life of you. What if I were in your shoes for eBay? Is there certain days that you source? Is there certain days that you list? Like, give me like a snapshot of how you run the business.
Okay. Well, I get up I try and be up by 3 to 4 o'clock in the morning. Like right now, I should be in bed because I go to bed early and I get up early, because those dark hours from 3 to 7 to me are golden. I mean, there's just so much going on. I mean, there's nothing going on, but in my house is when I can make everything happen. While the rest of the world sleeps, I'm working. And it's a mental thing for me. And Caroline, she gets up at 4 o'clock as well. She's that kind of girl. She's a farm girl. So then I drop her off at school at 6 o'clock because she likes to go to this morning program, and they do whatever. And then I'll come home, have my coffee. I'll check out a couple videos, see what's going on. I'll check out Bearded Picker. I'll check out Kevin and Miss Kitty, make sure they're doing okay. And then I'll come down to the basement, and 5 out of 7 days, it's usually a mess down here because I'm working, man, but if it's not, a lot of times I'll just come down there and clean because it's hard for me to get going if it's not clean. So then I'll get it clean. And then just, I list what I feel happy listing. I mean, if I take a few pictures of clothes and I'm just not digging it, I'll grab some Matchbox cars, man, and take pictures of Matchbox cars because I enjoy it. Not that it's going to make me a lot of money, but I sold a little Porsche 911 today for $5 plus shipping, and I paid 25 cents for it. So I'll take it because I had fun that day, taking those pictures. I change it up. I change it from toys to bras to shoes, whatever. I don't know if you saw my video that I just picked up 44 new with tag Vanity Fair bras for $1 each. Yeah.
It's funny. I can just picture you down there taking pictures. So your wife goes down there and you're picturing 44 bras. Like whatever you can do to make money. I think that's cool. If you would have told me a few months ago or even a year ago that I sell Victoria's Secret bras or, stuff like that. So heck, it's a business. You got to make money. And I think that's really, really cool. So you don't really necessarily have a set day that you like thrifting then? Or do you just...
No, I don't really need to go right now. I mean, I've sourced so much consistently for so long that there's just always, I don't call it a death pile because I keep everything arranged. I've got my racks and everything looks nice and whatever, but then I've got my boxes stashed full of stuff. But when it gets 35 below zero up here and then the wind chill kicks in, I'm not going sourcing anywhere, man. I'm here, So
tell me about that. I'm curious. Like what happens when I guess if you have a truck or, like what Minnesota and different places like that, I would assume that'd be different than like California, obviously, because you can source in California all year round. But if you get snowed in, how does that work?
Well, I drive an 86 Fiero GT, bro. I went back that far. I've had nice cars. I've had all kinds of cars, whatever. But the one that always made me the happiest was a Fiero GT. I had two when I was like 19, loved it. And I had the opportunity to trade a couple vehicles, and I picked up a Fiero and another one. So I've got one sitting out at the farm. That's a donor vehicle. I could restore if I wanted to. I don't want to. I'll probably part it out and sell it. But it gets cold, deathly cold. Like you could die out there cold. But the Fiero doesn't let me down. I mean, she's a hard starter, but I'm out there with cars that can't even start and they're brand spanking new, and I laugh at them. No, I don't laugh, but I'm just like, I'm driving.
Hey, I can imagine some people that can't get out though, probably, source a lot right before it gets nasty. That way they have a good stock of stuff they can continuously put online.
Yep, for sure.
Man, it snows one of those things. Like everybody during the summertime is like, man, I would love to just go play in the snow. And then the snow shows up, and if it's there a month or more, then you're like, what is going on? You're out there scraping, you're in front of your house and you're wanting it to go, and then you're wishing for summer, and then vice versa. It's just I love snow. I love doing the snow angels too, Todd. Do you ever do the snow angels? You just flop yourself down?
I do. Yeah. When it snows here, it stays. It just keeps compiling. So by the time that all the snow's done and everything, you look down the street and you've got 5 or 6 feet of snow that's been plowed, and it's just there. It's just there till April, May, whatever.
Guys, anybody in here like doing snow angels? Does anybody just lay down and do a snow angel? If you're near snow, let me know. Let me know who likes making snow angels. Seriously. All right. So Todd, when you are sourcing, where are you sourcing at, my man? Are you doing online stuff?
No, I don't source online. For the last 2 years, I have been going to most frequently my local thrift stop here in town. I've had some issues here with them in the last 2 weeks, so I'm no longer going to be going there. There's a couple of videos about that. I don't want to get into it. But there's a lot of other places that I go to. Lake Park is about 7 miles east of me, and there's a place there that has treasure. And then there's another place about 15 miles that way that has treasure. So, I mean, they're not the only ones. It's just that I believed in keeping my money local in my little tiny town, because my wife was born and raised in this town. She's the country girl. I married the farmer's daughter, like that song, you know. I did it. So she grew up 2 miles north of this little town of 2,000 people, and then 2 miles off of Blacktop, right in the middle of the country. So yeah, her brother just got like a 10-point buck or something yesterday. We go hunting right out the back door, man, out there. It's awesome. And so to be a city boy from Denver to come up here and experience all of this greatness, it's like that Country Mouse, City Mouse book. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Bandit. He's not supposed to be down.
Is this the song, Todd?
Yep. That's the one, man.
All right. I had to check it out, make sure it was the farmers. So tell me, Mr. Todd, it sounds like you have is it you that have the farm, or you kind of live on a farm, or how does that work?
So the town I live in is 2,000 people. The house we bought is in town. It had previously belonged to my wife's grandfather, who was 94 years old when he passed. But the farm is, like I said, 2 miles north of where I'm sitting right now, and then 2 miles off of Blacktop out in the country. And we go out there pretty frequently. My wife goes out there all the time. The kids go out there. My daughter goes out there and hangs out with her cousin. And it's really neat, man. The whole small town, well, the country family thing, they're tight. It's tight.
Now, are you doing all the cooking at the house, or is she doing all the cooking, or do you guys split that?
It's a 50-50. Yeah. Every once in a while, I'll try and make something nice. The other night, I did what I do. Pork chops, sweet corn, which was fresh out of the, they freeze it from the garden, because her dad plants like a half acre of sweet corn, just whatever. And then the girls put it all in the thing, and then we eat it. It's good.
Oh my God. What was your address, Todd?
All right. Yeah.
Coming over
Come on up, man.
Man. So I understand the small town life a little bit. I grew up with my grandparents, and they're in Turner, Oregon, which, that's a really small. They probably have like 3,000 people in their little town. So then you've got Almsville and Staten, smaller towns too. But I think it's really cool. Everybody knows everybody, it seems like, and it definitely seems like life slows down just a little bit, and you can spend more time. It seems like, do you guys, when you guys at the table, do you guys eat as a family, and is there no phones allowed on the table, or are phones allowed on the table?
Phones are generally not allowed on the table. When we're eating here, I haven't eaten out at the farm in a while. But we only sit down and eat at the table maybe twice a week. The rest of the time is just craziness. Everybody's doing their thing. Who knows where I'm at, and down here, I'm always home. I mean, I don't leave town, but
unless there's a best offer, right?
Right. Yeah.
All right. So what are we selling, Todd? What are we selling? Anything to make money, but what if you can sell things, what are you selling in your eBay store right now?
I was prepared for this question. If I could sell anything, if I could source the one thing, it would be Otagari mobiles by a Japanese company from the late 60s and early 70s. They're chrome mobiles. I wonder if I should grab one. I've got 3 hanging up here. At one point, I was able to
grab those back.
All right. At one point, I was able to buy, I think I had 12 of these things. There. I don't know if you can see. So here's one. And that one's called Jupiter. And it doesn't look like anything special. This one's called Mercury. I don't know if you can see them. And this one here is called Orbit or something like that. But I'll go over here. Oh, crap, look out. And I'll show you what the... Oh, gee, hi, cat.
Wait. What's the mannequin's name?
Oh, no, my cat is actually up where he's not supposed to be. There we go. So they're called otagari. And I picked up like 12 of these things for $1.50 each. The first one I sold for 39 bucks. I was like, wow, that's amazing. So then I went back and I bought more. The last one I sold for $257. And because it just kept going up and up and up, right? And now I've got those left, and I don't ever want to get rid of them because you can't find them. But I'm like, there's $1,000 worth of mobiles. Do I need them? No. But so otagari, mobiles, Japanese company, late 60s, early 70s, freaking awesome.
It just goes to show, like, the reason I go live on my storage units, or as long as I have, network connection, is because I do not know everything, like, at all. And I learned so much from people in chat. I would have no idea that those things would be worth money. I guarantee you I would have passed those things up.
Yep.
It's crazy. Do you want to shout out this super chat, my man?
Yes, I want to shout out everybody that's here. I haven't got a chance to say hi to everybody, so let me do that real quick because I know there's a bunch of people. And I'm not going to start with anybody in particular because I love all of you equally. Okay, so we'll start with Just Pac-Man. Thank you for being here. Madi is in my chat consistently. She's my mod. She's my anchor. She crushes those trolls. Thank you for being here, Madi. David, Thrifty Dad, he's awesome. Alma, she's a doll. Alma. Beth, thank you for being here. Heather the reseller, there's Heather. Hey, what's up, Heather? Valerie, Gina, Todd, Silver Hair Stacker, just all these people, man. They're so cool, Scott and his wife. And yeah, thank you, everybody. And my very first subscriber was Key Lime Kisses, and I think she's here. She was my #1 sub 2.5 years ago.
Key Lime, she has a special place in my heart. And I hope everything's going great for you, Key Lime. She's amazing. And she was following me too when I had like 100 people following my journey on YouTube, like 100. So she's been here forever. Really, really cool. And that's one thing that I pride myself in is I love these interviews because it connects people. I think it builds bridges and people can understand each other and subscribe to each other's channels and get to know each other on a different level, and it creates a community. I can't take any credit for it, but I like the fact that I can go into like your chat room or David's chat room or different chat rooms and see all the same type of people in there talking. I think it's amazing. And Adam, I appreciate the love, appreciate the super chat, my man. Adam does have a YouTube channel. You'll have to put the YouTube channel link in the chat, Adam, so people can go subscribe to you. I appreciate the love. And
yes, Adam.
Great to see Todd on Wade's Ventures show. Yes.
Awesome.
Yes. Start a little rocky because I didn't mute my screen, but man, Todd makes up for it. Seriously. So okay, we know where you live. We know your background. We know your family situation. We know kind of what you like to buy and what you would like to buy. And so tell me. This is a new question that I'm asking to throw you off. I want to know what settings you have in your listings. So, for example, I get this question a lot, and I like to hear different people's perspective. Are you doing free returns? Are you not doing free returns? Are you doing promoted listings? Markdown manager. Tell me what like a Todd's listing would look like. Obviously,
okay, so the title I'm gonna have, if it's vintage, it's gonna be say vintage. And I like to put if it's a Carhartt, say men's Carhartt, bib overalls, black, in the size, and then not get too complicated. Just leave it, because sometimes too much is too much, and it throws off the search. The pictures are on a white background. I do edit them afterwards just to make the white pop just a little bit more and to make them a little more crisp. I don't over exaggerate the pictures though. I just try and make them look as good as they can and still look real. My descriptions, I will copy and paste the title in there and then I will make additions to it. And then I have a standard 5-line spiel that says something like, thank you for taking the time to, I don't know, what does it say? Something. Let me open it up and then I can tell you exactly what it says. But there's a standard thing. So it'll have my title, the standard description. I do take returns, but they're paying for them. As far as shipping goes, you know, it depends on what I own it for, how long I've had it, that kind of thing. But it's a 50-50, you know, some things you go with your gut and say, you know, I own this for so little and it only weighs 3 ounces. Why would I charge? I'm charging them, you know, $500 for the item. What do I need shipping for? You know, that's stupid. So just give somebody a deal, make somebody happy, make somebody smile too. You know, this is a job to make money, but if you help enough people get what they need, you're going to get what you need, you know? So the returns, yes, you're paying. I do 60-day returns. I've only had 4 returns in the last year, you know, so I'm good. What else? I ship international. I have used pirate shipping once. Today I shipped off a 9-pound, 12-ounce VCR DVD Sony combo, and that was 30 some bucks because I didn't use pirate ship. Yeah, I was in a big hurry and I was like, whatever, man. Yeah, which is stupid, I know, but what did I just sell? Some for 15 bucks.
Nice. It's called good karma, Todd. Good karma. You bring off good energy. So do you do promoted listings? Do you do markdown manager?
Yes, I do promoted listings. I ran 20% off sale, started on Friday and ended on Sunday. And I did see a difference, a big difference, you know. So I do that. I do that whole refreshing thing in the mornings where you go in, select, you know, your first 500 items, and then just basically relist them. You know, you click, select all 5, and then just relist them. Supposedly that refreshes, I don't know, but I like to try a little bit of everything. Like when I relist my items that have come off, sometimes I'll push sell similar, sometimes I push relist, you know, because I like to hedge my bets and try and cover all the algorithms that eBay wants to see you touch, you know. So
well, I think that's, yeah, because that also too, like, make sure that they're mobile friendly. I know a lot of people don't do that.
I do do that.
Yes.
Yep.
Mr. Rake and Profit in the house, my man. I appreciate you always supporting. Every time he comes in here, he's buying me lunch, and I appreciate that. Rake, I'm gonna have to get you dinner next eBay Open 2019. So I appreciate you coming in the house, my man.
Hey, Rake, how you doing, sir?
You know Mr. Rake and Profit, right?
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't? Man. Todd, hey, it's let me tell you something about Mr. Rake and Profit. We shared a lunch together. It was the best lunch in the world, right? eBay Open. And he was, within a few minutes, asked me if we wanted to do a collab together. I thought that was really, really cool. We've never met each other in person before, and now we're doing a video together. So I've got much respect for Mr. Rake and Profit. But all right, so what are you doing to prepare right now for the selling season of 2018?
2018. Well, I rearranged my entire basement. This was about a month ago, so I could take it to the next level, because the previous level, I was having a lot of problems finding things. It just wasn't what's the word? The flow was junk. You know, it wasn't conducive to a productive environment. So I made the changes, and that was huge. And just keep doing what I'm doing. You know, the main thing is staying focused. And that gets into my top 5 things to be mindful of, you know. And so I wrote these down, and the first one is your thoughts. You know, we're alone a lot. Whether you have music on or not, it's you and your brain. So if you let your brain tell you something that you know is not right, and you acknowledge it, and then you give it power, then you're going to go down the wrong road. So be mindful of every thought that you have, because everything, the reality that you see around you, was all created in your mind first. I'm a big reader and believer of Napoleon Hill, Dale Carnegie, Zig Ziglar, all these guys. Watched all the videos, you know, read the books, listened to the auto tapes, I used to listen to, when I first started selling cars, I listened to Napoleon Hill every night while I slept. In my subconscious, I picked it all up. So when I was having a bad day, people were like, well, how are you being so positive, Todd? I'm like, I don't know, but I've got all these positive words in my brain, you know? And so I think if you just jam your brain full of good stuff is going to grow. Number two, you have to be careful of who you surround yourself with. You know, there's going to be a lot of people that say, and this is an old one, everybody's heard that, but if you're around someone that is poo-pooing your reselling and saying, really, is that really a job? And, you know, come on, they can hit the curb, man, because there's a lot of other people there that do believe in you. And if they don't, well, then you don't need any of, you can do it alone. You don't need anybody. You've got the online community. And that's where Alma, Marty, Heather, all these people, they're my people. These are my coworkers. These are my family, you know. The rest of the world doesn't get it for the most part. They're just like, really? Is that what you do? You buy underwear for $1 and sell it for 30? That's crazy. Yes, I do. This is really one of the most important things, is just being thankful, man. Being thankful for everything. And I mean, not the things that we see around us, but for the fact that you can form an idea, that your brain has the function to think, thought, and take action on these thoughts and create a reality that you choose, you know? So I think giving thanks for everything, even the food that's in your stomach right now, the bed that you slept in, the roof that's over your head, because there's so many people out there that don't have any of this stuff. And here we are, jam-packed with all kinds of stuff, right? I mean, look around, everybody, you know? So just stay thankful, man. And to be fluid like water, because trouble is going to arise. I've had a week and a half of just craziness, and I just tried to let it flow around me and flow over it. And yes, I had some bad days because I'm human, but I think it was Bruce Lee that said you have to be like water, you know? And as the things happen, you just roll with it, roll over it, and just keep on going. And be kind. Just be kind to everybody, because you don't know what they're facing, man. Just because a guy or a girl looks one way and you think one thing about them, you don't know what's going on in their head. You don't know what they're dealing with. So always be nice to people, man. I mean, that's, to me, that's important. Money is money. There's always going to be more to make. There's never going to be enough. There's never going to be enough. There's always going to be bills. It is what it is. But what's important, man, your child, Wade, that's what's important. Your wife, my child, everyone's children, they're animals. You know, I have a hard time trusting people that don't have animals, you know, because that's a huge character builder or character reader. So those are, oh crap, those are just my little 5 thoughts about life.
I think that's huge, and I agree with the animal stuff. We have a lot of animals in this house. Three dogs, 2 little ones. It's crazy how life passes you by that quick. It seems like. I want to add
so
one.
Fast.
I'll add one to your list.
Yes.
And I like this one. I never used to think about this, like, but don't assume.
Oh yeah.
I think that's a big one. A lot of people assume without knowing the situation. I think that's big, especially in the reselling game too, because you don't know there's different situations. You see on you know, a lot of people posting solds, and I even post solds primarily to show people what I'm selling, so if they see it, they can pick it up. But you can't assume. So I think that's really, really good. I love that you brought that to this channel, and I think a lot of people are probably wondering, well, maybe this was staged. But Todd will tell you guys, this is unscripted from the heart. Okay, this is unscripted. All these shows are unscripted. So I do want to shout out Mr. Lou Hustles, my man. Every single video, he's always super supportive. And I wish I could do more for you. Talk about inspiration. That guy and his family. Really cool interview that I did with Lou Hustles, and I appreciate that. Go check out his YouTube channel, guys. Go subscribe to Mr. Lou Hustles. He's really, really cool. You can go to his name, right-click on it, and click subscribe on the red. So, all right. So Todd, my man, I don't know where to go from here. You mic dropped a few times. And but we're getting towards the end here, and I want to ask you. I've got 5 more questions to ask you that I want to get into. So, tell me, how has reselling changed your life, Todd?
I don't know. Let me check my notes. because I wrote that specific question down. How has it changed my life? And I put 2 things on there: time and family, because that's all that matters. Because you're not getting back any more time, and family is all that really matters. And it changed the fact that I was able to go to my daughter's, so at the beginning of October, my daughter brings this thing home, and her teacher says, we're looking for parents to, put on the Halloween party for the kids. I said, well, would you want me to do that? She goes, yeah, Dad. And I was happy that she wanted me to, because some kids would be like, oh, don't, Dad, you might come embarrass me. She's like, yeah, Dad. So I went, and me and another mom, I hooked it up. I did a trivia. I brought a huge tote full of prizes. I just reached into my new old backstock, and I brought Ghost. I brought like $500 worth of stuff, and every kid got, it was like a freaking carnival. It was awesome. But the fact that I could be there for that, the fact that I'm able to be at the conferences every time, I'm usually the one that ends up at my daughter's conferences, because my wife running those stores, she's, hit or miss sometimes, so, yeah, time.
I think that's, that's one thing we will never get back.
None.
Maybe one day we can go back in the future, like the quantum realm, like Marvel's Studios or something, and that brings me to a question that I wasn't going to ask, but now, Todd, you're making me ask this. What would you tell your younger self, let's say 15 years ago?
15 years ago, I would have said, it sounds really cheesy, but don't stop believing in yourself. Yep, because even though I had multiple companies, even though I was, you could Google me. That's my thing. Just Google me. You'll find me. Because people for car reviews, for limousine reviews, for party bus, it's all out there as proof. I tried really hard, and I earned that reputation, but I don't know. It's not that important. What's important is your family, man. I guess that's the only nail I want to hit on the head. Worry about your family, taking care of your family, and the people around you and your friends that care about you, that actually care about you, because I have a lot of acquaintances, but I could throw 2 pebbles at 5 people that I might be able to call, which is sad, really sad.
At the end of the day, you're there to judge your report card, but then also your family's gonna, they're pretty much the only ones going to be there when it's your time. So I couldn't agree more. I'm curious too what the chat would say. What would you guys tell yourselves 10 to 15 years ago? Short and sweet. Let me know in chat what you guys would tell yourselves. I did miss a couple super chats. Todd, that's how amazing you are, my man. I missed a couple. I don't know if you've heard of this person before, but it's called, she's called My Thrifted Escape. I don't know if you've heard of her YouTube channel before, but she says, Todd, new Flippin' Hustler merch available. I'll be sporting a sweatshirt soon. Tell me a little bit about this merch that you got, my man.
Yeah, so I like to take actions on things that I see. And when you take action, you have to take massive action, right? So I was watching Heather Reseller, and she was doing a live show with Joe Clay from Merch University. They were talking about merch by Amazon. I was like, hey, I think I could do that. So then I looked into it. I signed up. It takes 14 days to get approved. I got approved. Well, I didn't want to wait the 14 days for that approval. So I thought, in the meantime, what am I going to do to learn? Well, I went on Teespring, and I started developing Flippin' Hustler merchandise. So now, have you ever seen Scarface, Wade? The movie Scarface?
Sir, who has not seen it? Is anybody in the I've never seen Scarface before? Let me know. Yes, I have though.
Okay. So if you go into Teespring, you're gonna see I've got these yoga pants, and it has my name across the back of her butt. And when I was making those pants, I was thinking of that line specifically. But I've got towels, hoodies, t-shirts, all that stuff. And I knocked the price all the way down to $1 over cost. So, I'm not like this mug right here. I could have made like 10 bucks on them, or $7, but I knocked it down to $9.99. So shipped, it's like 12 bucks. So I figured you know what? I'm not trying to get rich off these. I just want people to have a mug. And it's not because I'm the Flippin' Hustler. That's not it. Flippin' Hustler is a lifestyle, man. We buy things to flip and we hustle. So I want everyone to think of it as a mind state. You know, this is what we do. We flip and hustle, baby. And I just happen to be the guy that is the Flippin' Hustler daddy or whatever.
I like the magenta pink color, by the way.
That's what everyone keeps saying. It's pink. It's red, man.
Yes, it's funny that you show that. I got a weird comment. Well, Wade likes pink on Instagram like 6 months ago, but quite honestly, like I'm okay with it. You know what I mean? It's not my favorite color, but it's all over.
Yeah.
We missed one other super chat, by the way. Let me go up there.
Sorry.
Yes. No, I'm blaming it on you because you're so amazing, and I'm missing it because you're so amazing. But we'll make it up, Todd. Right? We'll make it up.
Sure.
TGS, great content. Love the positivity. Love the positivity. And I could ditto, by the way, Todd. The thing is we like to get to know on these interviews. It's about eBay. We try to get some nuggets in for that, but primarily too, it's about the person behind, you know, the store that's selling on eBay. So you guys can get to know them on a personal level. I keep bringing eBay Open up, but it was so fantastic to be able to meet people, meet people's family, go up to people, and I thought it was just really, really, really cool. And I got a lot of praise for these interviews when I was there, and the reason I bring that up is I didn't really notice how much people like enjoyed them until I saw in person. People were, you know, coming up to me and saying that they've met so and so or they've seen me on interviews, and then that kind of hit it home, you know, and made me want to do more interviews and more interviews. So I appreciate everybody that said that to me in person at eBay Open 2018. It was beautiful. So Todd, I'm putting your YouTube link in chat. Tell me, what do you have in store for your YouTube going forward? Are you going to have regular videos for people to watch?
Yes, I'm going to be more consistent. I think everyone says I'm going to be more consistent, but I prefer to be live. I like to do live working shows. I understand that people can't tune in for 2 hours at a time or 3 hours because that's asking a lot. But if you're working and I'm working, then we're working and then everybody's working, right? And that's the way I look at it. It's a coworker over my shoulder. If people want to come on live with me, they can. If not, that's fine. But here I am. This is what I'm doing. And hopefully it breaks up the monotony of someone's day, keeps people laughing, and hopefully they can learn something. Because if you're not learning, you're not earning. Hey, that's a good one, huh?
That is going on Teespring for you.
I'm going to write that down.
You notice that I'm ready to learn. I've got the learning bear on right now, Tom. So I'm ready to learn. Everybody should be on Teespring, because if you're on YouTube, you know, if you look at some YouTube channels below the video, they actually have merchandise that people can click. Well, a lot of people don't know YouTube actually partnered with Teespring. So they have a partnership together. So once you hit, I believe it's going to go down. Right now it's 1,000 followers, but once you hit below that, I think they're going to do 5,000 soon, because they always start at the top when they do new partnerships and make sure it's going okay. So start Teespring if you have YouTube channels up right away, so that way you can create really cool merchandise for people. And every single video, you can it'll be right below the video, the merchandise. So if you ever see that, that's called Teespring. And you can still do Teespring without having 10,000 followers currently. You just have to like put your link below, but once you do hit that threshold, you'll be able to put your merchandise below, which is really, really cool. What's going on, the Big Flipper? What's going on? I saw your shirt post, my man. That's really, really cool.
You got some vibrant shirts, huh? Like really bright. Just
yes, I respect him a lot, because
awesome.
One, he's I started my keto diet today, and he's been eating healthy lately, so that's really cool. But two, when we were in Vegas, he gave me his SD card because I ran out of footage, and so I thought that was really, really cool of him to do. So
yeah, for sure.
Amazing reseller. Go check out his YouTube channel, guys. So, all right. So Todd, we forgot this question, but give me no particular order. No, you know, there's no limit.
Uh-oh.
Possibly.
You guys there?
Oh, yep. Can you see me?
Yeah, there you are.
Oh my gosh, did I go away? It's my internet. Okay, so give me some YouTubers, Todd, that you enjoy watching, possibly, so other people in chat can find them, and you can name as many as you want. YouTubers, so people can enjoy and go search these names.
Okay, here we go. I actually wrote some down because I knew this question was coming. So we have Heather Smith, Heather the reseller. We have Amelia from Amelia Sells. We have Alma from My Thrifted Escape. We have David from Thrifty Dad. We also have David, the car boot picker from Ireland. We have Beth, 10 of Hearts. We have Madi. We have Phil, Groove Master Resellers. We have Scott and Joni. Everybody knows that, bearded picker. Kevin and Miss Kitty, which is Idaho Hillbillies. Jenna, she's ship and resale. Joanna, gosh, what's your last name? I can't remember her last name. And then there's so much more. I mean, of course, Wade, Casey, the Rockstar Flipper, Bonafide Hustler, Rake and Profit. But I tend to watch the smaller people. Like I said, when I first started, man, I was watching all the big guys because that's how you learn and get inspired. But to get into your own little, because they don't have time to sit and talk to me. They got things going on, you know, and I understand that. But you get into your own little community. And so these people that I just named off are part of my community. You know, we did a Halloween show on Alma's show. I was Elvis on his wedding day. We did a wig day. We did a hat day. And that was on Amelia or Alma's channel. On Heather's channel, we're doing a Secret Santa. So we're putting all of everybody's names in a hat. We're going to pick them and we're going to send each other thrifted items. And so we truly are building a small, bearded picker. He likes to drive and listen to me and sometimes get in. I'm like, dude, you better just drive. Makes me stress. So.
He's always driving. I don't know how that guy stays up.
I know.
Todd, today,
yeah.
Since I started the keto diet, you have to have what's called what's that coffee she made? Bulletproof coffee or something like that. Supposedly you put like coconut stuff in there to fill you up because you only really get 2 meals besides a shake on this keto diet. So if I pass out live, you guys know why. I haven't ate today. So if I literally pass out, you'll know. You can see I'm a little tired, Todd, because I haven't had any rock stars, or typically I have one or two rock stars a night. And but we got on a little tangent there. But yeah, Scott, I don't know how he stays up driving all those hours. Yes.
Huh.
And Mr.
How do you drink your coffee?
Mr.
Craig's the hunter.
Yes.
You here?
He just said something in chat. He must have been lurking.
Oh my God. Dude, he's now okay. Now see this right here? I ordered this shirt here from Casey, the Rockstar Flipper, the first month I started. And I wore it for the first year and a half. Every time I needed that little boost, I wore it. The autograph's kind of worn off, but I was the first person to ever ask Casey for an autograph. And you can ask him, he'll verify that. This hat right here, I bought from Pete, the Craigslist hunter. There's his autograph, and Adrian and Vicky. I got this to remind myself that, you know, these are my people, even though he doesn't really know me. This right here, this is from Madi. She's one of my mods. It's a Twix or Trix. It's lip balm, but I had her autograph it, and I put it up there because this is my wall of support, man. These are my people. This right here is, oh crap. Sorry guys. This is called the Liver Eater, and Kevin, Idaho Hillbilly, made this, you know, and that's super cool. So yeah, Pete, Craigslist Hunter, man, that dude is awesome. Yep. Sorry,
I have a lot of respect. I think he's one of the most well-respected resellers, and part of that is he's got a lot of knowledge. Definitely a lot of knowledge, but I like him because he's down to earth. Like, I feel like I can talk to him in person, and he'd be the same exact person in person that he is on the YouTube, right? So if I ever go to Chicago, let's go over there.
I think I've watched so many of his videos that I feel like I know him. You know, it's kind of weird, but I don't.
All right, so Mr. Elvis, And are you wearing is that a Las Vegas shirt, by the way?
Yeah, it is, man. It's ironic, huh?
So you are going to eBay Open 2019, right? You got to be doing that with the Vegas shirt.
I can't make any promises, man. We shall see.
All
I mean,
right.
you know, it was a long time for me to get onto your show. I was like, well, the time will come. My number will be called one day. I didn't want, because I reached out to you like 7 months ago. I think I sent it to an email. And then I realized, yeah, I'll never hear from him because he went to an email.
It's tough.
But I didn't want to be that guy that was like, oh, come on, man, put me on. And then out of nowhere, people start, I guess, contacting you saying, hey, you need to have this guy on. And so that's how I want it to be, was organic, I guess is the word. Yep.
Well, I appreciate this kind. And by the way, if you guys ever need to contact me, do it via Instagram. That's the best way. Because right now I'm staring at like 11,000 emails right now. I think it's only right though, Pete. It's only right, since you added me. You trusted me, Mr. Craigslist Hunter. Pete, being an admin on your YouTube channel, that I made you an admin on mine. So I appreciate that. And you definitely deserve those kind words. So, all right.
Oh,
so that being said, Todd, is there anything between me and you live right now with everybody watching? Is there anything that you want to tell me? Anything you want to tell our audience? Anything you want to confess? Anything? This isn't words of wisdom like we always end up at the end of the show. That's my last question. But is there anything else you want to say while you've got me live?
Nothing specifically. I mean, you know, I'm thankful to be here. I'm humbled that so many people actually care. I'm thankful. I'm just thankful to be here, Wade. You know, that you have this platform, that I have this platform, that as Americans we have this platform. You know, all that other stuff doesn't matter. We're all sitting here right now, all like-minded people running in the same direction, hoping for the same things and planning, because hoping doesn't make things happen. Planning and action makes things happen. But knowing that if we take the right steps, we're going to go in the right direction. And so I'm just thankful, man. You know, there's nothing I want to tell you other than right on.
Well, these like I said, it's been overwhelming support for you, and I really appreciate you coming on. I think you're amazing. You've got a great YouTube channel. Hopefully everybody subscribe to his YouTube channel. If you're watching this after the fact, it's going to be in the description below. So his YouTube channel link, his Instagram link, you'll see 2 stars. Click that. I actually put the 2 stars for you, Todd. So click those links, subscribe to him, and I will definitely be watching more of your live shows. And I'll be a lurker. I know probably 60 people in chat right now are lurkers that never talk. And I'm going to be lurkers. But Beth, you're more than welcome for having Todd on. She's one of the ones out of the few that definitely wanted to have you on here. And I honestly wish I would have had you on here a while back if I read that darn email. So I appreciate you coming on. And now we always leave the show with words of wisdom.
Yep.
And this has got to be deep, because you already gave a lot of deep. This has got to be really, really good, Todd. So what is some words of wisdom that you can bestow on us resellers watching today?
Okay, well, I've got things written down right here, but I'm not going to use it. I'm just going to go from my hip. And my hip is that the words of wisdom. It all goes back to your thoughts. It all goes back to your mind. It all goes back to, I mean, Think and Grow Rich, the book. It was famous for a reason, because the mind has the power that creates realities, you know, based on action. So my words of wisdom are: be mindful of your thoughts, be careful of the words that you allow on your tongue, because they start wars, end wars, they break hearts. Words can really, really hurt somebody. So be careful what you say, be careful what you think, and try and be healthy. And enjoy your life. Don't take it too serious, because none of us are getting out of here alive. You know, just enjoy your life, take care of your family, your friends, and have some fun along the way, man. For sure.
Because I mean, time flies. Time flies.
How can I be 45? How can that be? It's not possible. When I moved here, I was 28. I was younger than you are, Wade. Now here I am. Whatever, you know, but it's a state of mind. You know, I don't think like a 45-year-old. I don't do things that 45-year-old guys do. I'm driving a Fiero, and I still listen to Dr. Dre's Right On. Word up.
Oh, Todd, I was just, my last 2 YouTube videos were kind of goofy. It was just me like listing, and we had Scott the Bearded Picker, Shane, and Chris, and all them on.
Yep.
And it was fun because I mentioned like back in high school, my freshman year. It's funny how our times changed. Like I was a gangster, right? Like had the not really saggy pants, but saggy pants. I was listening to like Bone Thugs and Harmony, and I still listen to Tupac. And then all of a sudden, like a year and a half later, I moved to California, Orange County, and I'm like a surfer with a really tight pants. And so it's crazy how like your life changes, whether you move or your mindset changes. It's funny. And now I thought I was going to retire my corporate job. I worked, for those of you who don't know, I worked at T-Mobile. I was in the business department, and I was there for 9 years. 2011 is when I started, and 8 years, sorry. And I was there for quite a while, handled the business accounts. I thought I was going to retire there, and then decided reselling was my gig, primarily because I was I was getting that bug to get home. And so I couldn't be more grateful for the people in this YouTube channel, the people in chat now. It's crazy that's grown thus far. I had no idea it would get to the point it is today. And I really appreciate everybody that's not only supports me, but also supports the guests that come on the channel. So we've got some really cool guests. I'm going to leave it one last time. If you guys would like to be live with me, send me a message on Instagram and let me know you want to go live, and we will make that happen. Don't send me an email, but send it an Instagram, and we can get things going. Todd, my man,
Yes, sir.
This hasn't happened before, but can you give us one last tune of Mr. Elvis before we leave?
Yeah, sure. Let's see here. Let's do a Christmas one, man. Yeah. I don't need a lot of presents to make my Christmas bright. I just need my baby's arms around me tight. Oh, Santa, hear my plea. Santa, bring my baby back to me. Well, the Christmas tree is ready. Or something. Santa said.
Oh man, hey, I appreciate that, Todd. People are loving that chat. Please get this
Dr.
thing
Dre.
up. Do you know any Dr. Dre?
No, but I did write my own rap about reselling.
Oh, do you have that in handy, or do we not remember that anymore?
Yeah, it's right on top of my head. It goes, actually, I used a beat from a friend of mine, Charlie Miza. I sent it to some of you out there in the chat, but it goes, it's real simple. It goes, eBay shine every day. List by now, people pay. No 9-5 in my life. You want to learn? Then let's talk about it. And then it says, 3 a.m., mind clock ringing. Thinking that I hear my phone cha-chinging. No, it's not, but soon it will. I've been listening hard, and now it's getting real. Sales are starting to shatter invisible ceilings. So I keep revising to be more appealing. Knowing I got to keep my pictures tight to be on to bring top dollar, be on scholar, make my pictures right. So I shine every day. List by now, people pay. No 9-5 in my life. You want to learn? Then let's talk about it.
Oh my God. Dude, that was beautiful. Do you do any karaoke?
I used to do Prince and Billy Joel and all that stuff. Yeah.
Man, I used to do some karaoke. You guys ready? Are you ready to talk?
All right. Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Let me clear my throat here. I don't know what singers do, but I got a beautiful voice, but it's only in the shower, Todd. It's only in the shower. You ready?
Do it. Yep.
All right. I want to be a billionaire. so freaking bad. That's all I got, Todd. The billionaire song, bro. The billionaire song. Okay. No, I know some other songs. Okay, ready? I've already sung this once, but man, watch. 100 people are watching right now. I guarantee you when I'm done with this thing, there's going to be like 20 people. Ready? I've done this before, but let me get my vocals ready. Okay, ready? Am I getting a little stage fright here, guys?
Do it. Your way. Do it.
Wade getting stage fright, man. Okay, you guys ready? This is for all the ladies in the house. This is for all the ladies.
Listening.
Okay.
Oh no.
Hey there, Delilah. What's it like in New York City? I'm 1,000 miles away, but girl, tonight you look so pretty. Yes, you do. Times Square can't shine as bright as you. I swear it's true. Hey there, Delilah. What's it? That's all I got. That's all I got, Todd. Seriously. I
used to like that song.
Yeah. Oh, man. This is crazy. Yep, see? Oh, it went down, Todd. It went down to like 50 people. Stick to reselling.
I bet. Don't quit your day job, both of us.
You won't see my album behind you, that's for sure, huh, Todd? The good thing is Pete really has a really good audio. I guarantee he's got a really good audio system, and I probably sound a lot better on his audio system than most. But all right, guys,
Man, go ahead.
Oh, what? Go ahead, Todd.
I was gonna say he's got such a cool setup when he's shooting from his house, and he's got all the radios and stuff in the back. I kind of have mine over there set up like that because I was inspired by Mr. Pete. Anyway.
It's you know, and I got to give one last love to Pete, guys. I did a video. I gave Pete some crazy cool credit. So there's a website that you can use. He did a YouTube video on it, and I'm trying to get the website up. But anyways, if you guys need information on electronics, it's great. Oh man, why is my Instagram not pulling up? Anyways, go check out. I think it's 2 videos ago Pete did on this cool website. You guys can check out electronics, what they're selling for, what they're buying, what people got for them all around the world. So it's really, really cool. All right, guys. So that being said, thanks for joining tonight. We have a live show tomorrow. I promise there's no singing from me, at least on this live show. Thanks for joining with Todd and myself. Go subscribe, hit the like button below this video if you can. It doesn't pay me more as a creator. Just gets more people to discover Todd and his beautiful, beautiful voice and his amazing merch and his really cool YouTube channel. And go subscribe to him. He's going to be doing a lot more live shows. I can't wait to tune in on those. And one last time, Todd, I appreciate you coming. I appreciate you being in my chat, supporting me. And I really, really know, I know you're going to do well. You do well documenting your journey and do well as a full-time reseller. I know it's only been 2 years, but you're going to do extremely well. You got a great mindset. And I appreciate everybody joining tonight. I love all the hearts. You guys are amazing. Until next time, right, Todd? Until next time.
We'll see you soon, man.
All right, guys. Have a good night, all right? Wade's Ventures is out. Delilah, have a good night. Guys, see ya. Peace.